All right, guys. So another crazy day in the market. Market pushed higher, and we've seen that it doesn't want to stop. So with that, we're gonna keep on playing what the market gives us, guys. Welcome to George Trades, where we go over our trades and also look forward to the next day as far as trade ideas. So if you've taken a trade that we posted before, like IWM today, then go ahead, drop it in the chat. Guys, this is not financial advice by any means. This is just my opinion. But if you've taken my trade, like I said, just drop it in the comments and let us know. You could also jump over to our Discord. But without further ado, let's show you what happened in the market today and what we're looking forward to for tomorrow. All right. So go ahead, share the screen. And of course, right here, we always start out with news. Today, we had news that came in. All the numbers came in as expected, with unemployment came in a little bit higher than normal. Now, we was expecting the market to at least push down, but we didn't see that, okay? We didn't see that. We see where the market actually pushed up. So with that crazy as it looks, that's just showing you that the buyers are in control right now. We are hitting a certain level when it comes to some of these. So on QQQ, we hit that psych level today at 720, right? So 720 is that psych level. 725 will be that next level, as far as if we were supposed to push past today's high, then our next level would be 725, right? But what I'm concerned with, or what I'm seeing as far as with SPY right now, is that SPY hit a level of 750. Where is it? Sorry, right here. So SPY hit a level right here of 750, right? Not exactly 750, right? But we had 749.53. That was the high of today, which is telling me that we can at some point reject and start pushing back or pulling back down. Okay, hitting a level as far as 750, guys, is going to be a major psych level to where we can pull back. So in a sense, if right, if you want to look ahead of things and know that we can pull back, you could buy opportunities that are looking for out. You looking at least buy contracts, buy time on your contracts to where you could buy puts right now at this area right here, just expecting a pullback even down to 740 or so. As far as a pullback, not looking for a crazy pullback to where we're going to drop down to 700, which we can. But as far as right now, we know that we're hitting a psych level where we could come down. Now, before I would do that, I typically like to see where we have some type of reversal, some type of look, as far as for me to get in a trade where where the market is coming back down. Right now, the market does not show any signs of coming back down. So in a sense, if you're buying right here, you're just saying, okay, what confirms that the market is turning back around? And it's just that it's hitting a psych level, which if you look at certain things, when we hit a certain level, you normally will see price react. Okay, so right here, price react to 700 a little bit. But if you go over, there's always going to be levels where price react to certain numbers. If you notice, we reject right off of 695. We kept rejecting there. We hit 700 and we just blew past 700. So now it's going to come to a point where we're going to come back down to that level of the 695. We're going to come back down because that was the peak at one point. So at some point we may come all the way back down here. It's going to take a good bit for it to come down, but again, with all these gaps down here, these crazy gaps, at some point we will come down. But as far as right now, we're playing what the chart gives us. So as far as today, guys, what did we trade today? Right out the gate, we traded, we got into JP Morgan. JP Morgan, where is, let me just type in JP Morgan right here. So we did 3 trades today. JP Morgan had a setup on it that we showed consolidation the previous day. One of the things that I didn't like on this is that it was right by the 200, right? But it broke above the 200, which gave me a good sign because we did pull back first and then we break the day and went over the 200, which was a good sign. Now we was up a little bit on this. I'm not going to say we was up major because of the spreads, The spread showed that we were up like 9%, but if you had put in more than that, you would have got profit, but you would have to put in your spread and put in your limit order. And even if you put in your limit order, you're not sure if it would have got sold, right? So with that said, we had to pull back on here. Afterwards, we mess around for the time being. As far as right here, we just kept consolidating, and once we broke this level right here, I told everyone to get up. At that point, we lost 40% on the trade, but I'm okay with losing 40% on the trade, especially because of risk management and how we're trading. Right here, we took a 40% loss. It broke my structure, and at that point, we created a lower low, especially right here on the 1 hour when I saw the 1 hour break. And because the 1 hour broke, I was like, nah, we're not doing this. We're not gonna get chopped up all day. And then we got out the trade. So that one was the first trade that we did. We also did CoreWeave. CoreWeave had a great setup on it. Took CoreWeave to the upside for 75% on CoreWeave. Was waiting for the break of the day high. Wanted to see the pullback, which was just perfect. It hit right on the 50% retracement, bounced off of there. And once it bounced off of the 50% retracement, I think we actually went in. Did we go in this before we break? I think we did. I think we did go in. We actually went in this trade before we broke. So right here, we went into the trade right here as we broke that 15-minute candle right there. We went in the trade a little bit early because of the fact that we pulled back and I saw the break up there. So I didn't even wait till we break the day, because with the momentum that I saw, I was like, all right, we're about to break, and we broke, and we went up for 75% on those that trade. Ran a little bit higher, but it's okay. We took 75% and we was happy with our trade as far as that one. The last one that we did was we had CoreWeave, we had IWM and IWM. Sorry. So yeah, see, we had IWM. So this trade we talked about last night, as far as on market recap, and I told everyone, hey, looking at this trade for today, right? And it definitely did what it was supposed to as far as today. Came down, right? We consolidated yesterday. I was looking for the trade yesterday, but it didn't go my way as far as IWM, so we never got in the trade. But today, we gapped up, which I didn't like. I don't like playing gaps, but I saw the pullback, and I said, hey guys, we gapped up. Want to see the pullback. Once we see the pullback, I was waiting for the break to the upside, which got that break, and then we took it for a good 28%, but my runners went well over 100% on these. The trade, we actually got in before we break back up. We got in right here on the break of this, and we took it up for 28%. We pulled back, had runners left in it, and then we actually sold at 100%, a little over 100% on the run up right here on those trades. So great trades as far as those for today. 3 trades that we did. 1 was a loser, 2 was a winner. Can't complain. Not everyone you will win, but when you get your when you see your trade set up, I always say take it no matter what, especially it's because of your setup. So with that, going into tomorrow, what are we looking at, or what can we see? Well, we see that SPY is up to all-time highs. We see that QQQ is up to all-time highs. All of these are pushing. I like the fact that I spoke about DIA as well. So if you look at DIA, I spoke about DIA breaking this level. I didn't trade DIA today because it gapped up. Okay, and because it gapped up, I didn't trade it at all. It pushed up and then start falling. Okay, so I didn't trade DIA at all because of the huge gap that it had. We still could see some continuation. So if we break above 502, we could see some continuation on DIA to where we're going to hit or test. Like I said, DIA is the only one that haven't really tested its all-time high yet. Is slow to test its all-time high, which if we break above here as far as tomorrow, then we will test that area as far as all-time high, and then possibly 505, and continue up in the upwards direction. Now, as far as tomorrow, what am I seeing? That's a nice setup. Again, not financial advice, just my opinion, right? But do your own due diligence as well, guys. I am looking at Micron, but I'm looking at Micron to the downside. Okay, so Micron topped out at 815, right? So it topped out at 815. Right now we're at 776. In one day, you're talking about a stock moving what, 30, $40 in one day. Now, hopefully it don't gap down tomorrow. Hopefully it don't gap down, so I could actually take this for a ride myself. What am I seeing on Micron right now is that we had a divergence on here. So we have higher highs that's being created right here on the oscillator, right? So you have higher highs with the fact that we have lower highs right here, right? So you have a divergence, you have a bearish divergence set up on here, which at the end of the day, I'm looking for a drop back to the downside. So hopefully what we could see on Micron tomorrow is just a quick pop-up, right? A quick pop-up, nothing major, just looking for a quick pop-up. Even if we pop up to reject off of yesterday, previous day low, using that support as resistance. So we pop up right here and then immediately reject off of there and break. I would be looking at that for puts as far as on MU for tomorrow. If we gap down, then I wouldn't be messing with it, even though I know that we could come a decent way down. Now, what would be my target as far as that? I'll be targeting right here where we gapped up first. We have a nice gap up right there, right? So we're looking at that 750 range, right? 750 range, followed by all the way back down to VWAP up at 700. Now, can we drop all that way in one day? With how Micron is moving right now, we could drop $50. The average right now is averaging, as far as ATR, is $44 a day. So in a sense, we can see that drop down to VWAP and test VWAP right here on that day. So that's what I'm looking at for tomorrow, guys. If you want to trade with us live, we're always trading live every single day in our Discord. So we trade Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 11, and that's it. So if you want to come trade live with us, if you want to just join a community, feel free to jump into our community. It's free to join as far as our Discord. If you want to trade live with us, you could upgrade it to the VIP. But this is what our Discord look like, guys. We're always in here giving praises. We're giving praises to people that deserve it too, right? Everyone in here deserve their praise. Like, people are in here and they're really doing their thing, and they're really, you know, making profits as well with all the trades. So if you want a like-minded community, and like I said, I am very transparent with all my trades. So if you notice right here, I post every trade in my Discord. So every day after the trades we do, we post them in our Discord. So like today, 75%, 28%, negative 40. Day before, what we did, 28% on Palantir, 40% on Meta. So, you know, the week has been going good. We have like 13 trades out for the week. So we have SPY 35%, 20%, 10%. So for the week, we have 13 trades out for the week so far, and with the 13 trades, we only lost 2. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, do your own due diligence before you go ahead and do anything. One thing I'll always say, or many things I'll always add to it, is don't fall for FOMO. Don't chase. Make sure that you're following your setups. Plan your trade and trade your plan. Have the right mindset and crush it every single time you see your trade setup actually trigger, so you execute on it. All right, with that said, guys, I will see you on the next market recap. All right, trade safely, guys.